This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
(8:45). This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. The news edited by Lal Mallavarache and read by Niranjan Abesundara. The man who spat at health officials gets a 6-year rigorous imprisonment. The Ministry of Education hopes to reopen school in the Western Province by the 15th of February. The new General Secretary of the UNP, Paith Rangabandara, says that a systematic program will be launched to strengthen the party again. Parliamentarian Professor Thisvitaranan says that country should be developed by strengthening the local economy. The new base hospital will be constructed in Pallekele area in Kandy. In world news, Biden to sign 10 executive orders to tackle COVID-19. Police spokesman D.A. Jadith Rohan has said the individual who spat at health officials in Nathuragama has been sentenced 6 years rigorous imprisonment by the Pandura Magistrate Court and also imposed a fine of 10,000 rupees. Incident was reported last December 22nd in Nathuragama police area when 2 public health inspectors and 2 public servants had visited the area to perform their duties. Police had initiated investigations and after the treatment period of the accused was completed, he was charged in the Pandura court. Police had filed 8 charges in respect of the offences such as criminal intimidation, criminal force on a government servant, disobeying quarantine orders and orders given by a public servant. Suspect pleaded guilty of the charges. Education Ministry Secretary Professor Kapila Pereira said the ministry hopes to reopen the school in the Western Province by February 15th. He said Education Ministry should act based on the information received from the non-health risk schools and accordingly could commence educational activities in other schools in the rest of the areas in the Western Province. Hence, such recommendation should be submitted to the ministry before the 10th of February. Based on that, decision will be taken subsequent to the recommendation by the Director General of Health. He said district development committees will meet on January 28, 29th and February 1st to take appropriate decisions regarding the commencement of schools with the participation of regional health officers. Accordingly, it was revealed that there are 1,576 schools in 11 education zones in the Western Province. From those schools, nearly 79,000 children are scheduled to sit for the GCE O-level examination scheduled to be held in March. The new General Secretary of the UNP, Paith Rangabandara, said that a systematic program will be implemented to strengthen the party again. Leader Ranil Wickremesinghe has committed to protect the party at the most difficult period. Therefore, the UNP will build up again under his leadership. He made his remarks at a meeting held at Sirikota party headquarters today. He requested the UNP members to work hard to strengthen the party. This news broadcast comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
Parliamentarian Professor Thisvitaranan say the country should be developed by strengthening the local economy. At a press briefing held in Colombo today, he said agriculture should be made the heart of the national economy. The local economy in the country collapsed during the Yahapalana regime. Goods that can be produced locally were imported during that period, causing immense hardship to the local industrialists. Sri Lanka's COVID-19 numbers saw another surge today as 337 more persons were tested positive for the virus. Department of Government Information confirmed that 330 of the newly identified patients are close contact with the earlier cases linked to the Paligoda cluster and 7 are from the prison cluster. This will bring the tally of COVID-19 cases from the Miniwangoda, Paligoda and prison clusters to 51,666. As for statistics, total number of COVID-19 infection confirmed in the country to date now stands at 55,526. Recoveries from the virus meanwhile climbed to 47,984 earlier today as 769 patients recovered and discharged from the hospitals within the last 24 hours. However, 7,026 active cases are still under medical care at selected hospitals and treatment centres located across the island. Sri Lanka has also witnessed 274 deaths. And that ends local news for now.
Darling, our daughter has top O-level results. Do you know what this means?
Yes, just 3 years and she'll be going abroad for her degree.
For which we'll need a bank loan.
But is a normal loan the smartest option?
What else?
The smartest way is to start an HDFC Smart Goals account.
Let your child begin their degree with no delays. Start an HDFC Smart Goals account. Call 2356 888.
Honey, you're so smart.
HDFC Smart Goals. All it takes is 3 years.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddha Lepha, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddha Lepha, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddha Lepha Vidya Mahatmya.
State Minister Susil Premajant said that the program to develop 1,000 provincial council schools as national schools is safely going on at present. The program is planned to be implemented in 3 phases, and the Education Minister presented a proposal to develop one selected provincial council school at the national school in each of the 153 individual secretary divisions in which there are no national schools under the first phase of the project. This includes 5 such schools in the Colombo district. Another 673 schools selected on the basis of identified criteria as national schools are scheduled to be upgraded under the second phase. It's also expected to uplift the standard of existing 373 national schools under the third phase of the project. State Minister revealed this information in response to a query raised in Parliament recently. That was the main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddha Lepha Vidya Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddha Lepha.
On to Watch Light. Department of Motor Traffic has extended the validity period of the driving licenses by another 3 months due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation. Accordingly, the DMT has advised it will be extending the validity period of all driving licenses until March 31st of this year. That came to you in Watch Light.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Biden to sign 10 executive orders to tackle COVID. World leaders look to a fresh start with the U.S. under Biden. Italian Coast Guard recovers huge whale carcass. President Joe Biden is set to sign 10 executive orders to boost the fight against COVID-19, which has ravaged the U.S. Vaccination will be accelerated and testing increased. Emergency legislation will be used to increase production of essentials like masks. In a break with former President Donald Trump, the policy stresses a national strategy rather than relying on states to decide what is best. The move comes a day after Mr. Biden was sworn in as the 46th president of the USA. World leaders welcome the presidency of Joe Biden, hoping for a reset in relations after 4 turbulent years under Donald Trump. After the inauguration on Wednesday, President Biden signed 15 executive orders reversing some of Trump's policies. He helped America on the path to rejoining the Paris Climate Agreement and scrapped plans for the controversial Keystone Pipeline. He recommitted the U.S. to the World Health Organization in order to face masks to be worn on federal land. Biden ended a travel ban on majority Muslim countries and ordered construction of Trump's Mexico border wall to stop. A whale carcass believed to be one of the largest ever found in the Mediterranean has been recovered off the coast of southern Italy. Coast Guard scuba divers located the whale off the harbour of Sorrento near Naples on Sunday. They were led to the dead mammal by a young whale calf that was in distress, officials say. It triggered a major operation and recovered the 70-ton carcass. And back to the headlines of the world news. Biden to sign 10 executive orders to tackle COVID. World leaders look to fresh start with the U.S. under Biden. Italian Coast Guard recover huge whale carcass. That was World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of...
From the first step you take till the time we meet, the trusted leader prioritizes you always.
All you need under one roof. People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development news. A new base hospital will be constructed in the Pallekele area in Kandy. A sum of 376 million rupees will be spent for this hospital project. This hospital will provide medical services to security forces living in and around the Kandy area. On to sports news. Sri Lanka Cricket has called for a report on an alleged scandal that took place between a cricketer and one of its staff during a test cricket match against England. Agencies said in a statement the report had been requested by cricket manager Asantha Di Mel. It is reported that the relevant investigations will be launched after receiving his report. However, the coach of the Sri Lanka Cricket Committee, Mickey Arthur, denied the relevant media reports yesterday. SLC emphasized that such a move was unlikely at any time. However, a statement issued by the SLC further states an investigation will be carried out into the incident and stern action will be taken against the culprits. A South Korean sports coach has been sentenced to more than 10 years in jail for sexually assaulting an athlete. Former speed skating coach Cho Jae-byung was found guilty of assaulting champion Shim Suk-hee ahead of the 2018 Olympics in the country. The coach only admitted verbal and physical abuse against the athlete. Allegations were first made in the wake of the Me Too movement, where a number of South Korean athletes accused their coaches of abusing them. Olympic short track speed skating gold medalist Shim Suk-hee first accused her former coach in January 2018 when she said he repeatedly assaulted her since her teenage years. That was sports news. On to business news. The Ministry of Finance says that significant growth is shown in the industrial sector in the third quarter of 2020 when compared to the third quarter of the previous year, indicating the economy of the country is moving towards a correct path amid the coronavirus pandemic. Providing financial facilities through the Saubhag COVID-19 Concessionary Loan Scheme has contributed to the development of the industrial sector. Finance Minister said 180 billion rupees had been provided as loans for 60,000 enterprises. That was business news. Economic news, courtesy of
Business deals now easy. It just takes a few taps only. Anytime, get it done, all connected. Best discounts with Wheel Time. LOLC Wheel Time. Now download LOLC Finance Real Time app for your LOLC savings account. Attractive interest rates, transactions anytime, anywhere with a zero cost and no benefits.
A new Microfinance Act has been formulated, bringing the informal sector into the regulated space. The policy shall work towards improved borrowing costs in the small and medium enterprises sector, along with the microfinance sector. State Minister of Samruddhi Shehan Semasinga noted that the government has discussion with various stakeholders, inclusive of the Central Bank and the Treasury, to formulate the new policy. That is economic news.
Hello, Puta. Did you land already?
We're in transit and our flight got delayed.
How is Shani? Poor thing with her pregnancy.
Calm down. Everything is sorted. Why? I have my LOLC World Card with me. We are at the VIP lounge.
LOLC Finance Credit Cards. Fuel the goodness in you.
And out of the weather, Met Department says a few showers will occur in the north, central, eastern and Nuwa provinces. Showers shall occur in a few places in the Sabaragawa province and in the Kalathura, Galle and Mathura districts. Busy conditions can be expected in the western, central and Sabaragawa provinces during the morning tomorrow. Back to the headlines of the news. The man who spat at the health officials gets a 6-year rigorous imprisonment. Ministry of Education hopes to reopen school in the Western Province by the 15th of February. The new General Secretary of the UNP, Panduranga Bandara, says that a systematic program will be launched to strengthen the party again. Parliamentarian Professor Siswitaradan says the country should be developed by strengthening the local economy. A new base hospital will be constructed in Pallekele area in Kandy. In news overseas, Biden to sign 10 executive orders to tackle COVID. That and the news, and back to the combination of Saudi Havam and Victor Raj. Keep entertained till close of transmission at 10 tonight. Over to you, Soundy and Victor.